What is up, YouTube? Scholar Party back from me on today. We are going to be doing No Money Spent episode 11. Before we get into that, we have been asking, we're going to keep asking 2K Mobile to double the stamina. So basically, double the stamina to 6 hours. So basically, well, I guess besides for this one, so also make this one 6 hours. So basically, people usually get off the game for like, or at least sleep for like at least 6 hours. So basically, double this stamina to, well, not just double it, triple this stamina to 120, because this right here takes 2 hours to refill. And then also double the stamina in the Gauntlet King of the Court and Fantasy Finals to 12, because that will make it a 6 hour refill because it's 30 per stamina thing. So yeah, but before we get into this actual no money spent video, we are going to be going over the stuff that we ended up getting while we were offline. So we ended up getting a Amethyst Sky from seasons. We got Amethyst John Wall and Ruby Bam from a silver pack. We got Amethyst Joe Harris and Ruby Nikola Vucevic from a silver pack. We got Amethyst Danny Green from seasons. We got Amethyst Shea from a gold pack. We got Ruby Blake and Dylan Russell from a gold pack. We got Ruby Patrick Beverly from a gold pack. And we got Amethyst De'Aaron Fox from season. So basically, the reason why I told all you guys that. Also, this is going to be the last time we are going to be doing like reviews like off of like rubies that we get, because Onyxes did come out between last episode and this episode. That's going to be the last time we're going to be doing that. And before we get into this, we'll go open this stuff real quick. But one of the things I'm thinking about doing is that, like, I'm looking at my account, and obviously Onyxes are going to, or we're going to be getting Onyxes season pretty soon as well. So I'm looking at my account and I'm trying to figure out how I can upgrade it. And one of the main things that I see is, because if we look through like every single position, besides like this point guard, I don't really care about the point guard right now. And then as far as the collection, there's like Onyx, Stephen Curry. Besides the Onyx, Stephen Curry, there is, and I don't really like too many of these Onyx point guards either. But personally, I don't really like Kyrie enough to keep him on the team. So besides the point guard, the other position that I'm really looking at to upgrade is the shooting guard position. So basically, the only shooting guard that I like, same thing over here, is this Kobe Bryant card. So I don't really want or really need any of these other cards. So basically, basically from what I understand, based off the information that we've gotten so far, the power of Onyx cards at an early level is going to be 58, 93. Curry might be just a super high one, or maybe it's going to be a super low one. But this Kobe Bryant, we can get him up to that power if we upgrade him to max level 4. Max level 4, he'll be at about 6209 power. So I'm considering upgrading this card. And honestly, probably just do it right now, honestly. Because, yeah, as I said, like, one of the reasons, because for me, I don't grind domination. So the only reason that we have multiple positions like balance is so we can, like, during fantasy finals, we can just basically play fantasy finals and play like the fantasy finals. And yeah, that's literally it, fantasy finals and kind of King of the Court. If you keep your positions balanced and you're also keeping your team at a lower power, so for King of the Court and like basically all the other events, if you have, like, you could throw a player into your lineup. Well, for King of the Court fantasy finals, you could throw a player into your lineup, and then like a boost player, like how we were able to upgrade this LeBron to level 4. If we went ahead and maxed out our Paul George or our Paris Stojakovic in the beginning, then we wouldn't have been able to do that, because LeBron wouldn't be able to reach that power. So it does make it easier to upgrade your cards. But I guess we'll get that exception to the shooting guard, because, like, honestly, we're also going to be getting a Amethyst cards as our second reward. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, the cards that are coming out from now on as our second reward that we'll be able to throw into our lineup are going to be Amethyst cards. So I think we'll just go ahead and upgrade this card right now, honestly. I was thinking about doing it a little bit later, but I also want to kind of complete this Onyx season with the Onyx ring. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. We're going to go ahead and use the Joe Harris. We're going to use the Danny Green. I'm also going to use, I'm going to upgrade him. I might not train him right now, but we'll start with that. And then the Bradley Beal. Do we have another Bradley Beal? Let's see, shooting guard. And then we will filter. Well, we'll get one from another head-to-head pack or something like that in the future. But we'll go and filter. Where the heck are the Wizards? I'm looking down here. Okay, they're right here under the book. So actually, we do have another Bradley Beal. So I'm fine with using this Bradley Beal as well. So we'll go ahead and clear that. And we will do this. So we need to actually get the other Amethyst card. So let's go filter out Amethyst again. And so we have, let's filter shooting guards. We have another Amethyst shooting guard. All right, we actually do. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this Brandon Ingram right here. And then we'll throw both Brandon Ingram and Bradley Beal into this Kobe Bryant card right here. And so that will get him to level 3. And then to get him to level 4, we'll go ahead and unlock Drew Holiday. And we'll, yeah, Drew Holiday, Kobe Bryant is like the same defensive stats as Drew Holiday, so he's not that useful anymore. And then will we unlock Manu or will we unlock Luka? I think we'll unlock Manu. Yeah, we'll go ahead and unlock Manu, and then we'll do this right here. So this card is now at level 4. We're not. I don't think. Should we train him right now? He will be at 6209. Is that really worth training up? You know what? Sure. Why not train it up? just to get our team power a little bit higher. So we'll go ahead and do this right here. We'll throw in all these cards. I'll go ahead and train him up. I'll be right back once he's trained up. All right, so as you can see, he is trained up. He is now at 6209 power. So yeah, I see that's the exact amount that it says on the whole graph thing. But yeah, that is his current power. Curry was at the highest, well, the only event honest card, the only theme honest card that we have so far. So obviously honest cards, they're boosted up in the theme. So the only honest card that's in the themes right now is this Stephen Curry. So at level 1, as his max level 1, if you like train him all the way up, he'll be at 6317 power. So we're pretty close to that with this Kobe Bryant card right here. So yeah, that's actually pretty good. So he's also our highest card right now, obviously, because we did end up training him. So the only card, we're gonna wait until they announce the power that you need to get into the Onyx rewards from events. But as of right now, we don't really need to do anything about our power. We can also go into this. I think we're a higher power. Let me check real quick. So I am following my other account. Actually, yeah, right now, without mentors, we are a higher power than our main account right now, which is kind of crazy. I think we might actually just considerably a higher power because, let me check. Because even though this is our main account, one of the reasons why this power is kind of low right now, yeah, actually, yeah, all these cards have mentors on too. So one of the reasons power is kind of low is because I haven't upgraded anything yet, because I have balanced teams. I'm going to end up upgrading stuff pretty soon over there, but you guys don't care about that account. But yeah, the other part of this video, for this section right here, Giannis is going to be in this King of the Court event. So all we need to do is really play to one streak. Also, they still have it? No, they don't still have it. The event reward preview, because before you're able to swipe over there. But yeah, Giannis is going to be our first reward. So all you have to do is play through one streak with this. It should be a total of 6 stamina. So depending on how fast we get that, but regardless, we'll be able to get this Kareem from the sets without having to spend our collectibles on that Giannis. What we're going to do right now is that we are going to actually craft this Dominique Wilkins, since we don't have to craft the what's the name, Giannis anymore. It's not really a point guard. I'm pretty sure we have every other position at that point. So we'll have point guard Jerry West, shooting guard. We'll have that Kobe Bryant, of course. Small forward, there we have that LeBron already. Power forward, we already have LaMarcus Aldridge, and then center we'll have the what's the name, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So yeah, we're also going to craft this Dominique Wilkins, because I did say I want Dominique Wilkins on my account, so I can play him with them and head to head, see how he's looking. But yeah, that's basically going to be it for this section. You guys see, this is my head to head lineup right now. Do we have a CJ McCollum card? Also, we did end up maxing out these shoes. This is a really good Rocket shoe. If we ever get a good Rockets card, we'll throw that shoe onto him. But do we have? Actually, we do. All right. So what we're going to do now is we will do this. We'll take this off, and then we'll throw Dominique Wilkins in there, because I did say I want to try him out. And then we will throw CJ McCollum into here, because this is now the head-to-head lineup that we're using. So, but yeah, I'll be back once something else happens. I'm not sure. Probably the first thing that I'll be back for is once we get that Giannis, or if we I guess if we pull an honest card in head-to-head pack, since we haven't been playing head-to-head recently, then I guess I'll be back for that. But yeah, I'll be back once something else happens. All right, so we are back. As you can see, we ended up getting an Onyx Paul George from the draft. You're wondering why we got so many picks, because this was from a silver pack from the draft picks. But we ended up getting an Onyx Paul George from the draft board. I think he's the second highest Onyx card you can get without having to spend any money and stuff like that. But yo, this is a really good card. Yeah, this is on the no money spent account. It's crazy. I just grind what's the name, Maydom on the other account, and we already have Paul George on this account. This is great, man. And Paul George is actually a pretty good card. We don't even need that other Paul George anymore. We're gonna go ahead and lock him in. So I guess we are actually able to sim this season right here. So we've also been doing that. But yeah, we also completed this season. I completely forgot. I'll be back with what I got, because I just legit I just opened that pad and then went over here, started to record this video. But I legit forgot what I got from that season. I think if you go, let me tell you our collection real quick. I think it was Domantas Sabonis, but I could be wrong. But I think that's what we got from that season. But yo, we ended up getting Onyx Paul George from draft pick. That's a really good pull. Right now, we currently have 1 Onyx ring, because we are sending that. So I guess our first goal is not going to be Clyde Drexler. Actually, it still might be Clyde Drexler, because it depends on how high powered you need to be to get into the events. But our first goal now might actually, it doesn't really matter. I don't really like Jerry West that much in this game. Well, I guess it just depends on the power, because if we're already at the power, then we'll craft Jason Richardson. But if we're not at the power yet, then I guess we'll craft one of these guys to get us up to that power. But yeah, we already have our first honest card in this account. Should we change the picture? You guys will see it. If I change the picture, you guys will see it before. But I guess you guys will see it from the team that I have. But if you guys do check my account, if you saw it before this video, you see that we out Paul George. But yo, it's a really good card. But yeah, I'll be back with King of the Court. Once we get that Giannis, so we can also get that Kareem in the sets. So yeah, I'll be right back once that ends up happening. All right. Imagine being such a GOAT that you end up pulling two Onyx cards in like the matter of like 3 hours, I think. So yeah, as we got the Onyx Rui Hachimura. He is one of the lowest Onyx cards, but he is still an Onyx card. 3620 power. We just out here 7 seasons. Can we get an Onyx Ring from this? Yes, and we do get an Onyx Ring from that. We're just out here 7 seasons, and we're getting an Onyx card from just the draft board, which is kind of crazy. Go ahead and lock him in. Did we lock? Yeah, we already locked Paul George in, but yeah, is he high enough? I'm pretty sure he is, right? He is not a high enough power to go to. Like, he's really that low? That's crazy. 3620. So he's like 300 power behind my highest power forwards and my highest, my generally my highest power forward. But yeah, we got Rui Hachimura from the draft board, which is a really good pull. I know that you'll be able to get Chris Bosh free to play, so he probably won't be in my lineup for that long. And as you see, he's also a pretty low power in comparison. It's like the what's the honest cards in the events right now are already like 2500 power higher than him. So we're gonna probably end up using him to upgrade another card later on. But as of right now, we end up pulling two honest cards, which is super good for the team right now. But yeah, I'll be back. I said I was gonna be back King of the Court, but apparently came back because we pulled another honest card. If we end up pulling another one, then I guess we'll be back in. But yeah, also one thing I will say is that I think the power actually matters into to determine like what you get from the draft board, and like maybe also from head-to-head packs, because like I pulled two honest cards over here, and like so far I've been playing like the same amount on like my main account. And honestly, we might have been playing more. Well, maybe not that more because we opened all the head-to-head packs over here immediately. On the main account, we kind of wait to open those because we have to like record that. But over here, we've just been pulling honest cards. I mean, as you see, we upgraded our power. Our power right now compared to my main account is like about 400 or like 900 power higher. So just keep that in mind. Maybe having a higher power will boost your draft board odds. But yeah, I'll be back once we get into King of the Court. All right, so we're back. But before we get into this section of the video, we do have some stuff to go over. We end up getting quite a bit of stuff as far as Ruby's Amethyst go. We have like one Ruby thing to go over, and then we have straight Amethyst cards. But yeah, start off, we got Ruby, Wendell Carter, and DeAndre Jordan from a gold pack. We got Amethyst John Collins from Seasons. We got Amethyst Domantas Sabonis from the draft. We got Amethyst Steven Adams from a silver pack. We got Amethyst Scottie Pippen from the draft board. Got Amethyst John Wall from a gold pack. Got Amethyst Shea from a silver pack. And we got Amethyst Peja from a gold pack, which is all of our Amethyst cards. So our Amethyst collection is looking pretty good. Because we still are going to need some cards. Because like, if you guys don't know, basically how these events are going to work now, as you see, this is what we're actually about to be doing in this section, is that the Amethyst card, like where that card belongs, is going to be back here, and the Honest card is going to be at that last reward. So regardless, I feel like playing the event is going to still be like a pretty big W. So it's really good to get all these Amethyst cards. Like Ruby cards are like in turn like become obsolete, but Amethyst cards like these events and stuff is still going to be super good. But yeah. Before we do any of that, let's go over our Onyx rings. So right now we have a total of 4. So we are still stacking up those Onyx rings. As you see, we've also been playing head-to-head. I just now got that pack. We played it, I guess that was 20 minutes ago. And then we are only about 900 fans from getting that 5,400. So we're pretty close. But what we're about to do is we are about to get our Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So basically what I did just now, this lineup was in there for this game right here. So since we are up, we are at 93 for that game. So I just went ahead through my other lineup. And all right, so as I was saying, we end up getting 50 points instead of the 40, I'm pretty sure it is, when you play that game. So yeah, 50 points, it's not that much more, and obviously we didn't win the game, but it's still 50 points. We won the quarter. Also, one thing you guys should know, even though I guess I put it on the community page because you guys are going to see this video after King of the Court finishes, is that if you lose the last game, like if you tie the last game, then it's going to count as a loss for the whole streak, which at the end of the day, the streak is where you're getting all your points. So you could get like, I think like 2,700 for 80% and 3,000 for 100%. I think it's like 1,500 base. So just be mindful to make sure you win this last game by any means possible. So you like close the app or leave the game. So yeah, but we are about to go ahead and claim this Giannis. We're going to go ahead and play one quarter. You see this, what's the name, Luna yourself drop, but we're going to go ahead and play one quarter and then we're going to get our Giannis. And yeah, that's going to be the Kareem. It's basically how I grind this event right here. Is that I throw this lineup in, well, particularly for this last game, I throw this lineup in, which is my best lineup right here, and then we try to win this game, or we try to create as much of a space in this game, because I feel like throughout the whole streak, this difficulty is lowered for this last game. I don't know why, but it feels like this difficulty is lowered. But for this last game, we try to create as much of a spread as possible for our first quarter, and then we switch to our boost lineup, which is the lineup that you just saw. And then also, if we're winning in a game, then we're just going to switch to that regardless, because we're most likely not going to win by 6 points, since that's such a wide margin they want you to win by. But 6 to 8, that's not really the goal to really create that big of a lead this game right now. But actually, it is the goal. But we weren't able to do that. It doesn't really matter. We'll just go in there with our normal lineup probably, or try to go in there with our boost lineup, and then if it doesn't work, then we might take some players out or throw some other guys in. But we are going to go ahead and get this Giannis right here, and we're going to go ahead and craft that Kareem. So Kareem's also going to be another guy we could throw into the lamp immediately, since he is higher than Shaq. But if we go over to sets, so as you see, once you complete a set, or once you have a set finished, that card is going to go, or the set that you have complete is about to go all the way up to the top. As you see, we got the Kareem, and before he was below that Lunar New Year theme. But we do have him, so we're going to go ahead and lock him in. That's all we're going to do right now for this section. But yeah, I'll be back probably with some more King of the Court progress. I don't know how far we're going to get into this event right now. I think we're top, no, we're not. We're pretty close to top 200 right now, even though that's not what we're going to be grinding for, because I legit, the only reason I got that right now is because I ended up using one of the large rechargers that I had from the last event. So that's the only reason I have that right now. But we might get back up to it once we complete this streak. If we play every single minute of this, then let me see. What is the reward? Okay, no. Yeah. No, we're not going to do that. But I was saying, if we play every single minute of this, it's possible that we could have gotten top 200 or top 250. Is it top 200 or is it top 250? I know it's Gauntlet's top 250. No, top 200. So, but no, we're not going to do that. So we're not really going for that leaderboard. If we get there, then we get there. But I'm not going to be going for it like that. But yeah, I'll be back once something else happens on this account. Probably when we reach this Michael Jordan card, or probably we'll just do every single day. We'll come back like we did with Fantasy Finals. We'll come back at 11 o'clock. But yeah, I'll be back once 11 o'clock a.m. hits on my time. When it's been a whole day in the event. All right, so we talked about how much of a goat I am. Like not too long ago. Like I just came off of recording that last section, man. And we're already back doing GOAT stuff, man. Zach LaVine from the draft board. Yo, it's over, man. We got Zach LaVine, even though he's not that good. Well, he might be better. You got the 3-point boost now. But we got Zach LaVine from the draft board. At this point, we already have a couple honest cards. Let me go ahead and lock him in real quick. We already have some really good honest cards. You see, we got Paul George. We got Zach LaVine. Really not a good power, but we got Zach LaVine. Go over to collection. Zach LaVine is on the third row. Well, we're gonna the third row of honest cards you can actually get, because I'm pretty sure everybody finished top row besides Clyde Drexler aren't really able to get. Actually, everybody above Oscar Robertson, you might be able to get those guys in between. But we got a pretty good honest card. Let's go filter shooting guards. So as far as shooting guards go, he's higher than technically Jason Richardson, and I want to try him out because I know he got a 3-point boost. I want to try him out because I didn't really like him last season, but he does have a pretty good alley-oop stuff. But he is a really good honest card. Let's go ahead clear this out again. I wanted to check, is T-Mac above Oscar Robertson? So T-Mac, okay, let's go back. Okay, I did not mean to do that. All right, let's go over the collection real quick. Filter our onyxes, and I'm going to check it. So Oscar Robertson is right here. T-Mac, yeah, T-Mac is above him, so he is going to be tag exclusive. So that's probably one of the best ones you can get as far as onyx shooting guards. Like Victor Oladipo is all right. Brandon Ingram might be a little bit better, but I don't know. They have basically like the same stats. But Zach LaVine is like a little bit better dunking, and he's faster. So I would say Zach LaVine is better. It's just that Brandon Ingram is craftable. But now, I guess we'll, at this point, since we already had that shooting guard, we'll go straight for Clyde Drexler for the rings. And since we already had that Kobe Bryant guard. But yeah, we got Zach LaVine from the draft board. We might just end up using him to upgrade like Paul George or something. But he's still a really good card. I'm going to be trying him out and head-to-head. Now that we have him, I'm going to throw him on the head-to-head lineup. I'm going to have to get somebody else to use that Blazer shit. But yeah, I'll be back once something else happens, probably with the King of the Court 11-day thing, as 11 o'clock thing, as I said. All right, so we're back. As you can see from the status bar up there, we are about a day into the event. The only cards we ended up pulling between yesterday and today was an Amethyst Ja Morant and an Amethyst Miles Turner. Both of those are from seasons. Right now, before we get into that King of the Court stuff, we have a total of 5 Amethyst rings, which is that the same amount that we had yesterday? It might be the same amount that we had yesterday because we probably got both Amethyst cards. But yeah, as you can see, if we go over to King of the Court, right now we are at 17,656. We are pretty close to this Michael Jordan. Getting that Michael Jordan isn't really going to make any difference because if we look at our normal lineup, because it's not set right now. All right, because we were using our head-to-head line. All right, let's go ahead, throw that LeBron in there. I'm pretty sure did not. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and throw that LeBron in there. This is usually the lineup that we use for King of the Court, just to play through it. And then towards the end, we switch to this lineup for that last game of the final quarter. So yeah, basically what we've been doing. I didn't play yesterday that much, or as much as I should have, but we are going to be getting another stamina refill. So because the checklist right here, we got 20 right here, we got 6 coins that we're going to be getting, and I mean we're gonna give you that like every day, so you're gonna be able to have a chance like a whole bunch of coins because of the checklist. This is the only reason I don't really have a problem with these pack exclusive themes is because they double the checklist and they give you like elite gear key and stuff. But then on the other hand, they make you like if you want to play maybe domination and you don't like actually open those packs, it's kind of like useless because you're getting like what's the name these lunar collectibles which you don't even like really need. But yeah, they just got. I feel like that's the only part of it that they gotta change with these events. They just gotta make it with where they have 3 lunar collectibles and like probably like collectibles from the current theme because like that stuff is kind of annoying. But yeah, as you can see, one day in 17,656 with street stamina up there. But yeah, I'll be back on the next day most likely unless we pull anything from like the draft board or anything like that, like an honest card or something. But besides, if anything that happens like that, then I'll be back. But if nothing else happens, then I'll be back on the next day. All right, so we are back. If you can tell from the time right now, it is not 11 o'clock a.m. yet. It is actually about 11 o'clock p.m. So this would have been about 12 hours since the event started. But basically, I just determined through math that we're not gonna be able to get top war in this event. So I feel like I did slack off during this event, not gonna lie. But I feel like it's kind of a deal, but it's not really that big of a deal because we did get all the good cards that we really wanted from this stuff. We technically don't really have a power for compared to like the Onyx ones that are gonna be coming up pretty soon. So it would have been nice to have that Karl Malone, but let's see what other power forwards were there. So yeah, it would have been nice to have that Karl Malone, but there's like Chris Bosh here as well, which I feel like the super good power forward anyways. So yeah, we missed out on that, but the power forwards here are not that bad. Like I'm fine with having Chris Bosh or really just Chris Bosh and Draymond. And I don't know whether or not what's the name? These guys are pack losers. I'm pretty sure the Dirk is. I don't know about the Porzingis, but I'm completely fine with having just Chris Bosh, and we don't play domination anyway, so the boost really doesn't matter to us. But the next time I'll probably be back is for next. Well, we'll only be back next week if they end up dropping Onyx seasons, and then I'll show you guys what we get from all the seasons. But the next time I will most likely be back with the No Money Spent series is 2 weeks from now after the Gauntlet, because we don't play domination on this account or generally on any account because it's like impossible for me to play, for one, because I don't have any mentors, and for two, because I'm not in a group on either of my accounts. So yeah, that is what's going on there. But as far as what we end up getting this video, Amethyst Sabonis from a gold pack, Amethyst Steven Adams from a gold pack, you got Amethyst John Wall from Amethyst John Collins from Seasons, not John Wall. And the reason why you guys are seeing a collection screenshot is because I was not able to hit the screenshot, so I just went over the collection. As you see under his card, it says new. That's why it's just a screenshot of the collection. And then we end up getting Amethyst Luka from a gold pack. That's basically all the cards that we did end up getting. We currently, as of right now, have a total of 11 Onyx rings. So we're making pretty good progress on there. I legit have more Onyx rings on this account because it's a higher power than I do on my main account, which is kind of crazy. But even though my main account is going to be getting up there pretty soon once Onyx season drops, so I can see the power that we need for those. But yeah, that's basically going to be the end of the video. We're going to go ahead and sim this season right here. Let me know in the comment section how you guys were able to do in the was able to do in this King of the Court event here. Personally, we ended up getting Kobe Bryant and we got the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar along with like some pretty good head-to-head cards with like LeBron, and who was also upgrades like the team power at one point. We went with like LeBron and the Michael Jordan card, and then some cards that were kind of rare. But we probably got the best, especially particularly probably like the best stat center in the game besides like cards that have not been. As we get another John Collins right there. But yeah, for this point leader's name, we end up getting. Let's just scroll down here. This Kareem card, the Kobe card, the MJ card, the LeBron card. We weren't able to get Oscar. Or I wasn't able to get Oscar on either of my accounts. The Giannis card, we weren't able to get Wilt because we didn't open up packs. The Jerry West card, which now that we know about Jerry West, or now that we were able to play with him on this account, because I wasn't really able to play with. Actually, I think I was. Yeah, I think he was my starting point guard over there. But I'm not a big fan of Jerry West, so he's not going to be one of the cards that we're going for as far as the collections go for the Onyx cards. So we'll probably, as our Onyx point guard, let's see what Onyx point guard are. Now, I've seen people get Tony Parker, which I feel like isn't that big of a deal. It's probably going to be Kemba Walker or Oscar Robertson, whichever one we get first. Preferably it'll be Oscar Robertson, or we'll probably keep Oscar. So honestly, the point guards for Onyx team is actually pretty, for the Onyx cards are not that bad. So we could potentially get Oscar Robertson. So that's a really good card that we could get. Hopefully we get that one earlier than later. But we got James Harden, which we were able to use that card to help us upgrade our rocket shoe all the way. And then we didn't get Dirk, which unfortunately that we still have not gotten Dirk yet on this account. We ended up getting Dominic Wilkins, which we can use in head-to-head. We weren't able to get Dame. Then we also got all those other gold cards. But yeah, I feel like overall, this event for me was a W simply because we got the Kobe Bryant card and the Kareem card, honestly. And then we got the added bonus of having like the Michael Jordan card that we can now use in head-to-head whenever we want to or anything like that. But yeah, that's basically going to be the end of the video. As I said, let me know in the comments how this point leaders theme was for you. If you did enjoy the video, drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and peace out.